Hello, whoa. Hello, welcome to my first match of season 54 here with nasmith99. It's been a bit of time since nasmith and I were able to play one another. We were like two ships passing in the night as far as league divisions were concerned, and so been a bit of time. I think this is a kind of a gain limited board. Besides the gladiator, or besides the fortune, of course, eventually. It's not really like the best peddler board ever. And it's not really clear, to me at least, what you're looking to do at the start so much. Because, I mean, you can get draw. There's enough points here that you can't really just you can't really expect to empty the provinces, I guess, unless you do have a bishop golden deck yourself, but you probably need the draw and be able to put overlord. So 5-2 is maybe a little weird here. There's no great 5, of course. You can do overlord alms. Wait, can you buy? You can't buy anything with that. I can't do that. What am I talking about? You just do straight overlord, which isn't terrible, but isn't that exciting either. I can also just take a couple for. I mean, I can mimic nasmith's open here. I know you take, if you take a bard, you probably. They take a bishop, which I don't know about. Myself. I mean, I guess you can do a kind of golden deck. Certainly the your ability to gain stuff isn't really too harmed here. Or the bishop, right? You play the bishop and then you get the alms. I'm not really sure what the bard is doing particularly, but well, we triggered that shuffle. And we can work on peddler stuff, I suppose. When did they get a second bishop? I missed that. I guess there's a deck that just like buys a peddler and trashes it for a while. Gets a lot of points, or gets a fair number of points that way. Of course, you can't end it. You can't three pile. There's endless points. You can gain golds or whatever. This feels a little too low economy for me. Ultimately, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I would expect them to add some money at some point. Or something that can gain more money, I guess. I mean, just running through the peddlers is not especially interesting to me. By an overlord. See, like that makes some sense to me. We pick up and see if we get anything nice out of the bard. Okay. Well, I guess I could have played that such that I guaranteed a hit here, but the rivers, of course, was pretty nice. It'd be a little annoying if they hit like forest here off a overlord, but still pretty confused about what they're doing. Well, Can get a fortune this turn. Because they're going to buy another overall. I don't know. I don't really know what nasmith is doing. It's completely baffling to me, but it's not like this is a 3 pile. They have 18 points as well. There's a million points left to gain here. So if you're not ready to 3 pile or to be in position to compete on the gains, I just don't know. Like the gold is promising, but I'm still a little confused by bishoping the peddler over the bishop. Like that to me doesn't make any sense, but what do I know? Okay. I guess we're gonna see if they have a native village in hand or not. This is gonna break a little bit on this actually, because this obviously allows them to get the thing first, but that's just what it is. Or potentially, I guess I have all of the cards they have. Well, I don't have bishop. Yeah. So it may not work out in my favor here. That was just the sequence I had. I could have... Oh, I guess I had the bard. I kind of forgot bard was unique. I could have saved the bard for last, of course. That was silly of me. Wow, okay. Alright, if I lose on that, I just deserve it, because it was just silly of me. What did I set aside? Okay. Well, they don't have silver. I can't get another... native village here, which is okay. Yeah, I should have gotten in there. I forgot. I totally forgot that I just had bard. So now the question is, do we want to try and get plus, like, go for a forest? Or, I mean, we could get winds hexed, which would be bad. Well, I guess I don't have a whole lot of option there. Forest would have ruled, but don't know if they'll pay off the debt. Well, I guess they'll pay off the debt, but I may not draw if I don't find a overlord up here. I'm so mad about the bard thing. They also would have had a lot less money too when they went, or not a lot, but $1 less, potentially. Like at some point you gotta trash that other bishop. What is it doing? Good news is I can get the buy lead here. Maybe. Actually, I'm not sure that's true. We need to get that. Basically fear of wind. I don't remember what the last card is. Another overlord, I guess. Must be. So we could go. This maybe doesn't make sense, but. Now we're at 1/3 on forest. Okay. Well, that's cool. A peddler. Guess we could. What does the money look like exactly here? We could maybe do a destrier. What do we do? If we do the fortune first, we gain 2, it'd be 3, and then. Not a destrier now. I'm going to take 2 fortunes, but. 16. I guess you need 27 actually to do the destrier, so I guess that doesn't work. Still don't really love the money destroying aspects of the things N.A. Smith is doing. But I guess if I don't love it, that's good for me. If I'm right. So I'm up to 4, or no. Yeah, I'm up to 4 buys. which is enough to do the provinces in 2 turns if you get the good draws, so that's good. That's plenty of points. 7 provinces, probably enough points too, actually, if they get one of them. The bishops, I hate them so much. I just don't understand it. Let's do a smithy. Okay. We could just do 3 overlords and a peddler. Well, we don't want to go super hard on the overlords, I guess, because there's a pile thing. Well, we don't want to go super hard on a variety of things, but we can lower them a little bit. I mean, we don't want to make a 3 pile. Nasmith has 3 buys if he draws, which I guess is pretty likely. He doesn't have really stop cards. I probably need to at least start threatening making up some of these points. Here. But there are 8 cards from a pile out. I mean, if we just don't touch them at all, we're still 8 cards away from a pile out, which is like quite a few turns for me. Still. So let's do 1 overlord. I know what the last boon is. Maybe that overlord will doom me. So it certainly could have been province triple destrier, for instance. I mean, the bad things, or the potentially bad aspect of the destriers is just that they can be bottom decked, and then, well, if you know it and you don't draw over them, that's fine. But I think I like clearly win if I don't mess up the gladiator stuff that I messed up. And I think I still have a shot. It's just gonna be a little interesting. I don't have money. It's not like they can even empty the overlords. They cost too much. I guess I made the native villages the same. They get forest or Earth Gift, they can maybe win on their next turn, but they buy Guardian though, so that's not in the works. I don't know about playing the Will-O-Wisp first, but this could stop pretty soon. Yeah, but we do have all the buys, so that's important. I guess I should have played the Bard probably before some of this stuff, but alright. Okay. Well, fortunately we left some golds down here. One more gold over province would have made a huge difference. But we don't have it, so I don't know, what are our odds of quad province if we just rip it? We have, there's just an overlord down there and a destrier. Don't know what else. I don't really get, kind of need to be ready to win the next turn, don't I? I think the question is whether we can buy a overlord. Probably not. I don't know what happens here if nasmith takes some provinces. I don't know if I can make up those points. Probably not, frankly. Like if they double province here, which should be doable. Or close to doable. Well, they have another overlord, right? I'm not totally clear on the money here, but they can probably double or score quite a bit. Be interesting. I don't expect to make it through here. I think I could have. Again, like I said, I think if I play that, because they have 8 and double, yeah, they just double. I think if I had, again, if I hadn't messed up the one thing, I think there's a shot, but with this as it is, I have to 16 gets me to 41, so I would have to get The bishoping would have to score me just a lot, frankly. I can get to 40. I mean, they can kind of dud now, like not like they can in theory fail to province. It's pretty unlikely, but I don't even know. I just don't even hardly have what you need to do the bishop stuff, right? I can stop here. I don't have enough buys though. I think that really helps me. So now I have to like swap back over to overlords or something. Like how many points can I possibly make up over this period of time? It just doesn't work. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, no, because the native villages were too low. It only gets to 37. I was doing the 8-point provinces. This only gets to 37. Which is nowhere near enough. We like need... this is just pointless. Across whatever number of turns they're going to get there. Probably 0. I mean, probably they just get there now. Oh well. This is the same thing, right? They can bishop the provinces and make $8 and double. I should have won this one. I should have played that one turn better. I really hate what he did here, but... I should say I hate the approach. He played it he played his deck very well. I don't really like his deck. But those are kind of different. Is it not just double? Like, is there not just an easy double? Am I missing something? I guess without the Guardian? Okay. It was short without the Guardian. The funny thing with my deck is I'm just not even drawing. I don't even. I just bottom deck 30 overlords there. Oh well. I literally only added draw cards and then reshuffled and dud. All right. I don't know. This is maybe the draw here is very weak. At least for a long time. So you can be under attack, so who cares? And yeah, I mean, it's still, you can't really just skip the building. So eventually some pile will run and the cities will activate, and there's not some powerful money strat you can do here. I don't think. I don't know how you really contest everything here, but you can try to have the cities for when that goes and have some, I don't know. The other stuff is somewhat unimportant. I mean, it's going to be what you need to build there, but I'm going to open Fisherman T-Mog. They buy a pawn, which is fine, I guess. This is going to be kind of brutal. I don't really know what the innkeeper is there for, but this could be another T-Mog. I don't super believe in the innkeepers. To be honest. I'm gonna get berserkered here. Fine. I guess I could have done card coin just to start. There wasn't really any reason not to. Doesn't end up costing me, though. It certainly, well, I guess it actually certainly couldn't have. The pile or the deck was not in a position where it could actually cost me, but this is kind of sad-ish. Well, it's not that sad. It's pretty fine. Do we get a pawn or do we get a fisherman? I mean, I already have the pawns, right? I mean, I'd be glad to buy a pawn here too if I had the money. I don't have the money though. We don't find the... I guess I can activate. What all was in there? I mean, we would like to find the berserker if we can. Of course. We don't get there. So the question is, if I give them... Like if I go to activation, they have one city. They do have the pawns, but there's not like a bunch of... They have the buys, but probably not the money. I just wanted to play the berserker. I just didn't find it, so can't do anything about that. I mean, I guess we can buy a berserker. That's not crazy. Maybe that's bad though, but... Or wait. I'm gonna see if he... Maybe I don't even want to lure the fisherman though. Yeah, I probably should have maybe not berserkered. I don't know. This isn't a great hand. I don't know if they have their innkeeper or not. I didn't think through that implication. Hopefully I have some cities nearish, but okay, they didn't go too far either. Never mind. Weren't done yet. Probably a provincing. I don't know. This is sad. Where are the cities? Actually. Let's get an innkeeper in here. This still doesn't hit. Oh my goodness. That's really bad. That's actually really exceptionally bad. Whoa. That's really terrible. This is a huge problem. I didn't even have buy. Like, it does terrible draw. I mean, they're bad draws, but also, like, what was I doing? We could take double animal fair. I feel like the decks aren't actually all that. I don't know. They can't draw. I mean, you don't actually have draw to pile out. That's not realistic. My problem is I just don't have my cities either. I can obviously just take a province here, which I probably will. Well, I guess I might take the city if I think we can get through with the fisherman. Or not the fisherman, with the innkeeper. But it's hard. I really don't feel like I have to necessarily play. I don't think the lowering is that bad. The gaining is still a little awkward. Okay. There's still a city in there. I wonder if T-Mog does anything for me at all. What do I have money-wise? 15, wow. That's not that good. Do you feel like getting one more card out of hand is useful here? Especially with the innkeepers floating around. They have a lot of innkeepers. I wonder if they're just going to take an animal fair. I mean, even if they get up to city here, it's not like they're necessarily... I mean, you get to play the T-Mog. I guess that's pretty nice. I probably could be pushing the advantage on the... on the... on the draw a little harder. I probably could have lowered the cities and it would have been okay-ish. Okay, I don't know. We really don't have that much useful vault stuff. We have the one province, but like we don't have to do it. Especially since we have this innkeeper anyway. Another. Now we're starting to get the actions. One more city? Maybe? We can double here for sure, I think. I think it's guaranteed. Whether that's the play, I don't know. Not sure exactly what's left. We're gonna double, I think. Well, I guess we can look for a win. That seems unlikely. I'm gonna go for play T-Mog, play Berserker. Guess we just keep getting these innkeepers. This is hard. Like, if this turn doesn't turn into something for nasmith, then their next few turns will just be terrible. Okay, since they just Dutch, yeah, I'll certainly do this. Maybe it's not. Okay, here we go. We just need to find, like, which isn't totally clear to me, 5 or the 3. Obviously, we have the provinces to toss. And we can mill 1, 2, 3. I mean, even if we just true double, I guess this already wins, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, I definitely had better shuffles that game. Like, I don't think it was. It's not a super. It wasn't the most explosive game in the world, and I could have pushed my advantage more. I played way too scared around the 3 piles because I could have absolutely done more as far as the cities go. I just could have had more of them, and it would have been totally safe, I think, or upgraded them or whatever. finish the fisherman. And I misplayed that. I think I misplayed that one turn gain in Berserker, but well, it's not totally clear how bad it necessarily was, but this is, what is Masons? The draw here is really bad. Like, it's really bad. You can do crossroads stuff, but Farming Village won't even put the green cards in your hand. This is like the worst board I've maybe ever seen. Like, I don't know, you just Enclave, try to get $8, try to get trashed and have golds, and then buy Enclave a few times, and then, you know, provinces eventually. So you can't build. I mean, you can try to build, but you don't have, you're going to be under attack. Or you can be anyway. This is awful. This is so bad. You can use Masons to try and get some province turns. It's like, I don't even know if we'll be under attack all that often. It's not trivial to get the attacks, you know, or to play the attacks often. That's not trivial at all. I think I'm gonna go silver for sure, and then I guess maybe camel train, but maybe just a second silver. It's not like impossible that somebody 5-2 would be kind of nice. They buy 2 baubles. I don't know if there's something I'm missing with the baubles. That's always possible. It does give you some control over the shuffle. Or, I mean, it does give you control over the shuffle. So I don't know. Can't like quite guarantee hitting 5. But you can get quite close. It's very confusing to me, the board. We didn't draw super great. Well, I mean, there's a double 5 chance for us. There's not a double 5 for nasmith. But, well, I mean, if he finds a bobble, I guess you can top deck something that can maybe give you 5 the next hand. I just don't know what you're doing here besides trashing and getting golds. Which is a fine thing to do, I suppose. My only question, I was kind of thinking I would do a camel train here, though. Maybe that's bad. And top decking it doesn't seem all that great. Maybe it's fine. Don't find good stuff with our recruiter. You don't find anything. Well, we discarded 2 of them, so I guess I should have maybe considered discarding a copper there rather than this. This doesn't hurt me. I just don't know that that all is going to pay out. But maybe it will. I mean, if you play it a lot, can't be too bad. Do the like necro and copper just to give a few more. I mean, the farming village is gonna miss. I don't know. These are not good. I wish I had discard there. Okay, I'm being attacked anyway. I don't know. This is gonna be some kind of something. I would love to not get attacked one turn, but we can't guarantee that. We can just whiff on everything with the recruiter. We may draw not the OE. We may draw farming village and the copper, and, or farming village and silver. Does this even hit anything? Is there even a shot of it hit? I mean, it could find the silver. Otherwise, it's just making stuff miss. Okay. I mean, it's probably a fair time to do it, to be honest. I'm gonna do it. Maybe if you have enough centuries, you can do the crossroads drawing. I'm not sure. Sure seems tough, but I don't know how I hit 6. That part could be a little hard. This is not a good draw. This deck's so funny. I mean, both the decks. It's not like they're just terrible. These are 2 centuries, so we can probably toss that stuff and see what we see. I mean, at some point I have to be willing to be like, oh, I'm gonna take don't. Goodness gracious. Well, that's good. I may draw 2 baubles here, but that would be fine. Obviously, I can see way. Wow, I can see way farming village. That's exciting. Do I just start attacking? I'm gonna be that guy now too. So I have 2 baubles and 2 coppers in hand. Great, wonderful, super. Just gonna say no. I still don't super know how you hit 6. I guess you can like straight up set it up. Somehow. Gonna get 1 more silver. I guess. They're so stupid. These decks are so stupid. I don't even know, do they have... They are doing the crossroads, so they are gonna move into... Maybe it works with Sentry. I don't know. It feels very not super great, but there's not a lot to do here, so... So now they have to get the estates. Well... How many can I discard here? I already drew the card, so that's not it. 1, 2. How did I do it? Incredible. I don't really have farming villages, but that doesn't matter. I guess I don't have buy, but... So what are they going to do? Just start buying estates and crossroads and pile out, or try to pile out? Is that what this would be? Doesn't seem very good. Neither does what I'm about to try, but, you know. At some point you have to cool it on the silvers. If you're me. I guess I could have left the camel train. Got another gold in the exile. That might have been okay. This is just... This is so funny. We have some shot of hitting our gold here. I won't be like super surprised if the crossroad thing works out, but all right. I really don't need more baubles. I really don't need recruiters either. Frankly, what does the recruiter do for me? Whole lot of nothing. So the question is, do we go for there being any money on top and getting to 6? Or do we just go for seeing if there's gold on top? I don't know if my attack even really prevents them from doing what they're mostly trying to do here anyway. I mean, with them top decking a little bit, yeah, it should be at least a little bit of a nuisance. Okay. Well, this is kind of unfortunate, but... Question is, do we trash silvers? Obviously, if we had kept whatever here, we would be okay. I just take the estates myself. I mean, if you can build up the hand, I mean, like this will probably work. If you can get to 2 and then get there, not terrible. Obviously. You're super thin. I don't know that I'll have 3 pile threat really, but I will have maybe just points threat. I don't know. They don't have like peddlers or something, so if they want to add payload, they gotta add real money, and then that gets in the way of the crossroads stuff as well, which is kind of interesting. I do have maybe I enclave here instead of provincing. I don't know if I need to try and position for 3 piling, or if I should just... That's probably not going to work. You can take the cross or take the estates. They don't really hurt us that bad. I mean, they're not good, but okay. What do we just toss the camel train like they're the worst things? The camel train is the worst thing to have in here. You can like sort of draw a deck, but not really. You can draw a deck, that's I guess not in question, but you can't also they're not going to be able to top deck estates anymore. It'll just be this is sad, but okay. We can duchy. Getting bobbled by duchy, it's fine. We can think about adding a crossroads ourselves. Not quite as good in our deck, but they don't have a lot of money. I mean, they can buy a province, I'm sure, but obviously if I had enough to province, I would just do that, but I'm not sure what angles would put pressure on NA Smith, if any. Like, I'm probably not buying 5 baubles. But I do think these hands, he just won't draw every time. I don't think there's any way or reason to expect that that's possible. Yeah, so this is a little weird. I mean, this obviously is good, but I guess I could just enclave from this position. Also maybe reasonable for me. I don't think I want to trash silvers. There's not a huge reason to draw on other than just to do a little more filtering, which could be useful. I think silver is okay. I mean, one thing to note here is that we almost have enough provinces that if we hit duchy every turn, we will still win. Maybe I'm wrong. This bottom 8 is looking a little scary. Because that was a lot of the golds. There's like one gold, maybe, I think just one. But this again, fortunately, isn't a huge amount of money for nasmith. Maybe double province. I'm not sure if it's even that, but it's probably pretty close to it. If the berserker gains a silver anyway. But then again, it puts you in that spot where you can increasingly dud. Okay, it's not even that. That's a very good start, though, unfortunately. Or a pretty good start, at least. I guess I just keep the green and try and play the berserker. I don't know. They're gonna single and then be in position to maybe double the next turn. That's certainly what they're gonna aim for. I don't remember actually exactly what I have down here. It could have been keep gold. Well, anything loses to double, right? 30, they get to 33 on double, and I just have 32, so. Well, if I had known what the bottom card was, I might have played that a little differently, but. Okay. Do I lower the crossroads? What happens? I mean, if they kick off, they win probably no matter what. There's probably not a partial kickoff that gets to like province, duchy, 2 crossroads, right? Like that doesn't really make sense as something to play around. Does it? Like if you get that far, surely you just have, that's like comparable amount of money. It's like the same thing, isn't it? I didn't find a bauble. Well, I trashed some of my baubles, so there weren't like a bunch of baubles in there. But I didn't find. I mean, if we buy province, we're just good. It's just too many turns. It didn't score anything, so it's not really different. It's just duchy doesn't beat double province. We just see how well they draw on their last turn. They find sentry, which sucks. I'll take it. Now we have Shepherd, Triumph, Chameleon Shepherd, which is always a thing. Or always potentially a thing. Haunted Woods can set up. Scavenger can, I don't know, maybe set up. There's not a lot of village, but there's some. I don't even know how you approach this. It's not like the worst fool board of all time. I don't know if you just buy the Shepherd, if you buy an Exorcist. You really need to start killing the Coppers. Or getting imps from silvers or whatever. Haunted Woods can be a little friendly. Though you can also Haunted Woods can be friendly, but also of course it can help you with if you're trying to do shepherd stuff. But you're gonna be limited on terminal stuff, of course. I don't know how much we actually, how big the triumphs actually get to. Probably not super huge. This is a pretty interesting board. I mean, all of our boards have been a little awkward. To be sure. I mean, it's nice. It's like we have to figure out how to do it all. But it has been some awkward boards. Nasmith buys the scavenger. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. Gonna have to find. I guess I'd probably chameleon this fool. Like if we do get, well, that's not clear. I guess wind and stuff wouldn't be so ideal. Or sea. I guess it's kind of a. I guess the wind drawback is a little higher. Unfortunately, Not the greatest boons of all time. I wouldn't say. Well, I mean, river is nice, but... So what do we have in there? We're probably okay with triggering it. Do we want more silver, or do we just want to put a copper up there? It's like the astrolabe. The old haunted woods. I can triumph here and still play my exorcist, but he didn't see that coming. I don't need to play the exorcist a lot more. I mean, the haunted woods won't be ever eternal, so for a while, I wouldn't expect. Do we want to do Lost in the Woods? Guess it's probably... Let me think. If we had a green card in this particular hand, we'd do it, but... I guess we can toss the exorcist, right? So... We could take a guaranteed... But... Oh, we should absolutely play that so we don't have it in hand. Let's buy haunted woods. I guess I'm not actually sure on the reshuffle if it's worth to get a boon. It would be tossing coin, I guess, in case we got Flames Gift or something. A lot of the boons aren't that good for me here. This particular turn, anyway. Maybe we don't do it. Okay. We didn't get a whole lot. Not the best. Here we for sure will do it. Okay, I'll take an imp. Or a wisp, whatever it is. I'll take a wisp. Yeah, this is just gotta be nothing. Hopefully we draw 3 estates. We have an artisan, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to have an artisan. Oh, I have an acting troupe. Good for me. I don't think so. Do I want an artisan? Look at all that money. Yeah, they've got a pretty nice setup here. I'm not sure how likely it is that they would whiff at this point on anything. This is going to be like acting troop buys for a while. They might just do a province. I mean, they might even just do acting troop province. I guess that's a little weird with Triumph around. Two artisans. That's a lot of artisans. Seas gets pretty good there. I can't complain about it anyway. And if we're gonna do a like a Triumph, we could I don't think we're gonna do a Triumph. So it's probably better to get it out of hand. Come on, draw the... Well, this is just as good as that, I guess. Okay. They don't have an acting troop, right? They're gonna be... I mean, they can't put... I guess they can gain an acting troop. Didn't fully appreciate that aspect. Though maybe the sequence makes it awkward. I don't know if you don't find more draw. It could certainly make it a little awkward. Because like now you can't play... All you can do is play a Haunted Woods, right? You can't play the artisan and do the thing. This is going to be like Shepherd acting troop. You also are top decking a bunch of actions, presumably. Maybe not the most friendly thing of all time for you. We have Forest. That's cool. Okay. I don't know how much We can top deck a duchy. We can go for the second acting troop. I don't know how, or the second haunted woods rather. I don't know how long we're gonna be able to support that. So it's probably pretty good. Oh yeah, there's grave robber. Never mind. We can just support it indefinitely. Never mind. All right, so I would like another haunted woods here. And then we'll figure out if we need the... We could go Astrolabe, Shepherd. I'm not sure how good... Well, we do have potentially a lot of money. We will need to get a grave robber. Okay, they don't go anywhere. That's huge. Which isn't surprising given what they had as far as the actions. They still don't have villagers, so it's like... Could be awkward for more turns. Fortunately. They get another artisan. Okay. Let's toss the fool. I mean, there are some things that make having fool in hand a little better, but for now, let's go with this. Okay. I want to make sure I have enough actions to do this, but I can do grave robber for a fool, grave robber, trash fool, gain artisan. That'll leave me 2 villagers. Yeah, this should work. And then, so we can either go huge money or guaranteed top deck. I mean, it's got to be the top decking at this point. More than this specific turn going big, going for the largest money. And it's still like a great draw anyway. So 3 debt, we can go. That seems pretty good. They did have a village or an acting troupe there. It's not even a huge amount of shepherd draw there. They also still have, well, more treasures. So I'll probably just like finish the triumph stuff this turn if I can. Which may mean taking like estates over duchies here. They're not like a lot fewer points, and then to think about it. I think I have another shepherd, right? That's the question. Is it better to take... We can also buy the estates up at the end, which maybe is fine. We need to make sure that we save enough villagers to be able to gain a acting troupe, at least one, and play it. We have artists. See, that's the question, whether the artisan should be used for that or not. Guess we can wait and see what we draw. Because the grave robber is ideal. So if we play artisan again, I'm down to 2. It'd be down to 1. I think it works, but it would be super bad to miss it. These should all be... those now. If we go to ours, then we go back to 1. Okay. We do have the ability to whiff here, so it's not necessarily super likely, but we could double triumph. I mean, that's a little better. Might as well. If we find shepherd, we'll of course be fine off this. If we don't find shepherd, then I mean technically he could still get back in it, but it would be very tough. Okay. So you can do like patron C chart, I guess. Patron gear opening, and then a lot of C charts. And you have to get like animal fairs at some point. I guess you also probably need a remodel. I don't know if you open it. I'd probably go patron gear opening and pick up a remodel on the shuffle, and then go from there, I guess. I mean, you don't have to take the patron either, frankly. So I think it probably makes okay sense to do so. Okay. Do you just take the sentry like you gotta take the sentry? Because you know you have 4 here anyway for the remodel. They get a second sentry. Is that correct? Probably. They trashed 2 estates, which is usually pretty good. Do we just start on the C charts or do we wait and get the gears? Or do we wait and buy the patron? Or do we buy a patron here? Then buy a C chart? Not clear. This might be wrong. Feels okay though, whatever it is. I can believe that you're supposed to just go straight to the C charts. Heck, I guess I can believe you're not even supposed to do the C charts at all, but that seems unlikely. The old century okay, that's kind of funny. What should we do here? We have we do have 6. We can just not set aside. I guess the pathfinding patrons are pretty exciting. I don't know, it maybe loses to like legionary or something. It'd be a little worse for that. Though not hugely, I guess. Oh no, we didn't find the pouch. Oh, rats. Okay. Can't set up sentries anymore, which is kind of funny. This is, at the end of the day, a one terminal board. Ultimately. That's not good. Well, we could draw with gear. Which I suppose we need to do. We don't necessarily have to set anything aside, but we guess you might as well. What do I have? 7? Yeah, don't love it. Don't love the turn. I guess at some point you just buy an animal fare as these piles are going down. I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't think I played that last turn particularly good. But I mean, it's worth asking if you're just going province patron here, I think. I don't think there's time to mess around with legionary and gold. And you just don't have the actions. I just don't have the money. That's actually a good point. If they go for that, I probably... Yeah, I think that's pretty good for them. Oh yeah, I need to play one of these. None of this draw really matters. Like, we're going to get through it. We just have to... think about what we're doing. We could... Obviously, this doesn't... I mean, it doesn't hurt you to use a villager. I mean, you get it back later. What? Oh. It's turtle stuff. Just a little old-fashioned turtle stuff. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna like net villagers at any point. So I don't know how this works out as far as the province lowering goes. I basically have one villager at this point. You can do some stuff to get additional ones. Yeah, like this is double is completely unsafe for me. I'd really rather have the and I guess they're pretty light. I mean, they only use 2 coffers, so if they get the 2 coffers again, they can triple. Which is far from guaranteed, but not crazy either. Well, we gotta draw that pouch, don't we? So I cannot double. I mean, even single has risks. I mean, I guess I can. I mean, if they hit the 2 coffers, it just loses. I don't know exactly how much money I can get up to here. Oh, I could have turtled. Well, it didn't matter. I could have trashed one of the sea charts for a animal fair, which might have been useful. But whatever. Because I forgot when you turtle the thing, you still get the card. Basically. Not basically, I mean, that's exactly what happens, but that's what I forgot. I mean, I got a lower one and see kind of what kind of turn they have. Can you not actually see how many turtled cards they have? You can't see them all? I guess I can just look at what they are. Okay, so he has a gear. Yeah, he's just gonna win. He was able to use some of the actions in place in time. I don't think an estate helps me much. Maybe swapping one of the... I mean, he's just gonna triple. Well, he still needs the coffers, right? Maybe the estate mattered, I don't know. I guess he has some sentry chances to set up hits. But if I understand the money correctly, he does need both the hits to actually end it. And otherwise can actually only go like province double duchy. Which I can at least tie. Well, yeah, I think I can tie that. I wonder, I don't know how to phrase this. This sounds dismissive, and it's probably just because I worded it badly. That's not what I meant. I really do appreciate that he he volunteered that information. I don't think I succeeded in communicating that with that line of text, but I swear I meant it. Obviously, the key would be just to drop the, yeah, I checked the log part and just write thanks. It's hard out. It's hard out here. You're non-functional like I am. Oh boy. All right. I mean, they kind of have to. They kind of have to offer tie too, because there's a reasonable shot that I can mill and province, right? They're kind of, I mean, unless they get the hits. If they get the hits, whatever, they're done. If you don't get the hits, you kind of just have to offer tie, because otherwise you're just losing. If I've counted it all right. It's funny, because then the estate, of course, would have actually given me a win rather than a tie, but I didn't. And also the, well, I don't think the animal fair thing would really matter, but I guess I have 3 buys. Maybe I have enough money to even do more if I get hits, but I think I need 1 hit. I think I need 1 hit. The way to set up hits with sentry here is actually to discard a patron if you see one with your sentry play. And then when you get around the shuffle, play a C chart when you have 2 cards left in deck. If you can do that. Which may be what nasmith is thinking about here. Yeah. That gives you more control over the hits to wait till the end and the discard, if you have the luxury of being able to do that. I mean, the other thing with the estate is, like, I don't think I'm guaranteed to draw deck, so it's worth. Oh, they'd set aside the remodel. That makes it. You can't. Well, if you don't have a province anyway, you can't mill. Okay. Well, that's. I guess that still leaves the other play, the play that probably gives me a tie. There is an aspect of where if I take the estate, maybe I don't draw deck, though. Obviously, with this opening hand, we're like pretty likely to get through deck. Oh, and they didn't even use the remodel to gain points. So they just have 2 buys now. They're in a really bad spot. How much money did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I just have it, right? It's just like super easy. I don't even have to worry about the I mean, I have to draw deck, but other than that, this already draws deck, right? There's just there's another. Well, maybe I need to discard the patron. Well, it's not guaranteed, but how much do I have? I can't quite true. I can't quite true triple, but I'm getting the better in the middle. Yeah, once he goes for the gold, he's just like checkmated if I draw. It doesn't do. I think you offer the tie. I don't think I could do. Maybe I missed something and there was something I could do, but I feel like you offer the tie there, which means you got to go remodel into a duchy and then go province double duchy. Feels like to me anyway. Okay. Well, this is a bit weird, I suppose. You can either go for your trashing fast, or you can go for your... I mean, if you get very good draws, I guess you get the... Baron can potentially go off much faster. You could get a forge. Okay. 5 is nice. I think I just take the highway. This isn't so nice. Is there any value here to taking the city quarter already? I mean, it's not super crazy, but probably not correct. Nasmith gets the nicer, much nicer. Reshuffle here. I guess now I take the... These are really bad, frankly. But... Well, I at least got 4 games. I don't know, does City Core... I guess if you get really lucky, it helps. And I feel like I'm probably in that spot at this stage. Unless I think Nasmith is just going to fully blow it, which I don't actually think that. Otherwise, this is just nightmare. I can't buy city quarter. You need to like buy an ironmonger or something first. Here we go. When you go highway city quarter or like ironmonger city quarter, I mean, you don't have to take a city quarter, but okay. Oh, I need a baron, right? Of course. This will probably be. I don't really envision a world where N.A. Smith plays this badly enough for me to come back, but we can hope, I guess. I don't think it's happening. Double highway looks nice. What was that first game? Yeah, I think I could have won that first game with a little cleaner play. Obviously, if you get 4-2 on N.A. Smith, that's still pretty good. If not everything you wanted and more. I don't think city quarter helps there. If I had drawn one, maybe it would have. This will be triple highway, I guess. Still have either sheep or I think they even have a silver, right? So, I mean, if you get, 6 of the highways, I don't think. I guess you don't have to have highways here, but it sure does make things simpler. There's some other ways to make money, but and this isn't gonna draw. Okay. It's tough out here. Inn. When did they buy an inn? That's a little weird. Maybe it's not. What do I know? Can do another Baron by city quarter. Yeah, looks good. I don't have actions to play to. I guess I do. I bet N.A. Smith wins this game. I bet he can do it. Just empty the barons. Don't really do that. You could buy several of them. Yeah, you don't have to like literally empty them, but I'm gonna empty them because I need some kind of dud and pile out to win. But no one else needs to empty them. Do an inn. I don't know, what's the highway count? I guess they probably empty provinces, right? But if they dud, if they're holding 4 barons, what is my pile out? There are no pile outs for me. No, I guess it would be estates. They're holding all that, I mean, estates would work. They didn't draw total dead. They didn't even end. They could have ended something in, which they could have ended in a city quarter, I think, which would have helped. But anyway, they have estates and whatever other things. I don't feel too bad about losing this game. I mean, it was just tough on the hopefully that got in there before the that's fixed, or is it fixed in, I can't remember. Hopefully they got that. Oh, I was gonna tell him it was nice to play him again after a long not playing him, but oh well. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. I think I could have got 5 of those. Truth be told, I think I could have got 6 of them. Though certainly some of the ones I won, I could have lost as well. So, but anyway, I had some awkward boards. Last board wasn't really awkward, but a few of the other ones were pretty awkward. We struggled through it. Okay. And I hope you have a good day, evening, whatever, and I will catch you all later.